XRP's market cap is most likely going to be several $1 trillion in market capitalization. And yes, I know that is very, very conservative as well. Yep, and don't even get me started. We got Rosie Rio, the 43rd treasurer of the United States, saying XRP is one of the only legitimate crypto assets with utility today. And she is on the board of directors for Ripple. What is going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update, and let's just kick it off. So when XRP inevitably rockets, I am going to be laughing so hard for everybody that completely dismissed it. First off, yes, multiple exchange relistings most likely come after there's in fact clarity, but this is something that a lot of people are overlooking and typically forget. I know there's been videos that go viral, and then a few months passes, and then the asset's down 10%. They forget everything they've ever learned about all the fundamentals, all the connections, all the patents that are active, I might add, and of course, the Bitwise top 10 index fund of the top 10 crypto assets. What did Real Vision Finance even share? Well, when there's clarity, they automatically have to buy it because it's in the top 10, adding a couple $100 million of buying pressure on the XRP order books, plus multiple exchange listings of making markets. So yeah, you tell me what that means. In tandem with ODL corridors going live and launching, plus this Ripple liquidity hub. You cannot make this stuff up. I encourage you guys to do much more than just watch YouTube videos when you do your own research. I just wanted to highlight a few things. Also, super happy to finally announce this, guys. There are no monthly fees for iTrustCapital anymore. This is where I have a crypto retirement account. You can have a 401k or an individual retirement account. I have a Roth IRA here. I cannot contribute anymore, but I still have XRP on this platform, believe it or not, and all of my gains in the future will be taxed at 0%. Not 30, not 40, not 50%. Zero. So if this turns into moon money, and it's a decent sized bag that's sitting on this platform as well, look out, because I will not be paying $500K or a couple $1 million in taxes. I will be paying zero by leveraging this platform that I've been talking about for well over a year. Linked in the video description, okay? And if you do fund an account, you also get a free $100 in Bitcoin for joining. There's trading available. There's a variety of assets that we can go through. Let me see. Let me find it. About us, how it works. I think offerings and crypto. So a variety of assets when you sign in that you can trade as well. I've done some big swing trades on this platform before in the past, so plenty of assets, plenty of opportunity, and I am excited. Let me play this quick clip and then we'll keep moving to XRP information. This is by iTrustCapital that just came out today. No more monthly fees. Used to be $30 a month, now it is nothing, so there's no excuse to not get started.
Hey iTrustCapital community, I am proud to announce that iTrustCapital has officially removed all monthly fees. This means that iTrustCapital is one of the only crypto IRA platforms that offers no monthly fees while holding your assets in secured cold storage. 24/7 tax-free trading, institutional cold storage security, and now zero monthly fees. This applies to both new and existing clients. Retire with crypto at iTrustCapital.
All right, so just wanted to share, and also right on my Twitter. If you guys want to go check out, I just uploaded like a 6-minute video right before this video, and I highly recommend checking this out if you're interested in diversification. You guys know me, I hold an even distribution of high caps, mid caps, and small caps, and sometimes these small caps do have a much higher rate of return. Also, a public service announcement by Flare Community. I would like to issue a warning regarding a fairly convincing email I just received, which is evidently a scam. It links to a mirror of the Ripple website, but don't be fooled. These scammers are becoming increasingly dedicated to parting you with your hard-earned assets. Please be safe, guys. If it sounds too good to be true, it most likely is. Do not send any money to any exchanges. There's Kevin Cage impersonators as well. There's one impersonator. They'll try to get you to create an account on some weird exchange and literally deposit money into this account. Do not fall for it. Please be safe. Next up, Nexo has just authorized periodic repurchases of the Nexo token. This is their exchange token, by the way. Of course, you can have crypto assets on Nexo.io and actually take a CDP, a collateralized debt position on your assets. Please do not get over collateralized because you could risk losing your entire investment. This is a good strategy if you are smart with your percentages and risk to reward ratio. Very cool to see Nexo just continuing to grow in tandem with, let's see, Celsius and BlockFi. Next up, Mr. Bedix, Ripple customer. We have BRAC, this is Brack Bank, and we have Brack Bank partners with 5 new remittance exchange companies, and we can see them right here if you guys are curious, just watching all of these Ripple partners and banks expanding. Also, guys, the CEO of Binance, the largest exchange in the world, CoinMarketCap is now the 67th most visited website in the world according to Alexa. Crazy. And there's people out there that think that cryptocurrency is still a fad. And if this is a fad, this has been going on for over a decade, and it's a multi-trillion-dollar asset class type of fad. That's also always trending on Twitter. Absolutely love this thread. Just wanted to give a big shout out to Utility Theory. I may in fact just speed through this a little bit, but 95% of people are chasing meme coins. My buddies have made great money on that. That's awesome. But remember, as the more money I make, especially if it's unbelievable returns or even just a solid 5 or 10x, I reallocate some of those profits into assets that have yet to even pop off. And of course, that's working extremely well with Casper Labs today. But just wanted to point this out. I'm not perfect. The goal is not to be perfect with every entry and exit and, be perfect, because things are always changing. The goal is to be profitable. So a deep dive into how XRP is building a frictionless, decentralized liquidity pool for the world. For anybody that's been here for a few years, you know how deep this rabbit hole goes. You're familiar with Xpool, and coincidentally now today, the Ripple liquidity hub. Just so many coincidences. But anyways, this problem, multi-trillion-dollar problem, disintermediation is the goal, to get rid of all these middlemen that are making tons of money from the inefficient system of transaction banking. The system, the rails, the corridors are so inefficient today that JP Morgan, HSBC, and Citibank are actually profiting off of everyday people to pay fees to get through their network. This is a monopoly. And yes, Ripple, the company with the XRP ledger, is threatening this very monopoly or this tyranny. Before blockchain, just kind of highlighting all of this and explaining how this functions. If you're an ETH maxi, a Bitcoin maxi, or any type of maximalist, I encourage you, before you start bashing on XRP, to at least do your own research and understand how the current financial ecosystem functions today. I'm not talking about DeFi. I'm talking about enabling this Internet of Value today. Not trying to just build something new and outside of it. What Ripple's trying to do is become an enabler of value with XRP. I don't think I have to explain this. Extremely high fees, $50. With XRP, it's micro pennies. We can see it takes 5 to 7 days, even if it's 2 to 3 days. Can you imagine the volatility of an asset in some random fiat currency going to another fiat currency, paying multiple spreads between these currencies and multiple hops to get there? It's not bi-directional in both ways. It is not seamless, and you don't even know where it is when it is there in terms of settlements. I know, there's some messaging factors that help it, but when all is said and done, DLT is the future to bring much more trust and really just more visibility and, of course, efficiency to the system. After 10 years, payment records are destroyed. What? Trillions of idle funds in Nostro Vostro accounts, these pre-funded accounts. When money can move in real time, you don't have to hold and lock up trillions of dollars in different accounts around the globe as just-in-case money. That's ridiculous. I say this all the time. Imagine if you couldn't text, call, or email on the holidays or on the weekend, or just because it's, 2 in the morning. With XRP, you can do it 24/7, 365. Why? If data doesn't stop, why should value be under the control of just a few top banks? That's ridiculous. I think mom and pop shops or these small brick and mortar businesses in the fintech space should have equal opportunity. And now diving into XRP right here. XRP Ledger was created in 2012 before the company Ripple. They've been building this for quite some time. And I know there's other technologies or maybe other blockchains or DAG type of technology that might, in theory, be more efficient, more scalable, faster, etc. But there's just more nodes, there's more adoption, there's more proof of concepts on XRP's network overall. Over 67 million plus ledgers closed. Sorry to break it to you, but this is something that banks will adopt compared to some asset that's only been out for 2 years. Banks have already tried this. We've seen all of the POCs, the proof of concepts, from some of the biggest groups in the world. I'm talking Western Union has even trialed XRP. SAP has helped with a variety of networks and banks through Canada and Germany. You see the adoption rate throughout even just the APAC region and now the MENA region. And a lot of people, they're just looking at price, they complain, they blame other people, and they're going to miss out. I hold other assets, but I am still going to hold XRP. It is so much lower per its Fibonacci retracement. And for me, that is a bullish sign. Specifically because we've seen per the history, XRP is one of the last assets to finally pop off. So why would I be buying an asset that is at an all-time high price or has done a 100 or 200x in a year when I'd much rather just hedge my bet and focus on assets that have yet to explode yet? I've experienced multiple bull runs. It's global. Fees are fractions of a penny. Saves billions of dollars in fees worldwide. No more 6% fail rate like Swift today. Swift sending over $5 trillion per day, and 6% of payments don't even make it to the destination and is lost entirely. Think about how much money could be lost on an annual basis. Ridiculous. With XRP, there's no error. There's never been an error since inception. And we already talked about 2012, 2013. It's been around. Unbelievable. And yes, deflationary. No, the founders cannot dump XRP on the market. There is a thing called escrow, which is actually programmatically locked up. So there's a good portion of the supply that is locked up, and then only a portion gets released each and every month, and whatever is not released goes right back up into the next month of contracts. So it literally is deflationary. Carbon neutral, by the way, no mining. Everything was minted initially, and Bitcoin maximalists just cannot wrap their head around this concept, which is pretty funny. And anyone can use and build on the XRP ledger. We have, let's see, a $250 million creator fund for NFTs. We had that Forte development with a $100 million fund before that, or a grant, and now we have Solana and Cosmos even building with that as well. People are sleeping on XRP, and when it finally goes, do not call us lucky. Working with regulators, 40 plus banks, no, 40 to 50 plus banks, and this is directly from, let's see, Monica Long and Michelle, I'm blanking on her last name. But focus on the ISO tokens. It's not just XRP. I hold a variety of assets, but I've seen too much with XRP. It's in all the documents per Finastra, per ACI Worldwide, per CGI, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation with Mojaloop, and remember, we also, and this was Swahili for one loop, and FYI, what's his name? Why am I blanking on it? The gentleman that architected SwiftNet himself works for Bill and Melinda Gates and is also on the Interledger Foundation. ILP was created by the company Ripple, and he's on the board. Can't make this up. Bank of England, paid RippleNet customer, also did a proof of concept with XRP. Shocker. Just kind of speeding through this for any newbies, but this is an amazing thread, and I'm so happy that Citizens of the Future of Blockchain Theory did this. Absolutely love this work. So much respect and thank you. But I'm going to keep moving here. Highly recommend it, and I did in fact retweet this. Yep, there's the $100 million fund with Spring that I was referencing with Ripple. And Spring is specifically focused on XRPL, XRP Ledger interoperability. So some people are bearish, but when I see hundreds of millions of dollars right here, I also just discussed the $250 million fund for NFTs, all backed by and surrounding the XRP Ledger. How on earth do you think XRP is going to die and not be here? Pantera Capital CEO, the first cryptocurrency hedge fund in history in the world, said that XRP will still be a top 10 network in the next 5 to 10 years. So if this market does in fact go to 50 trillion, 100 trillion, XRP's market cap is most likely going to be several trillion dollars in market capitalization. And yes, I know that is very, very conservative as well. Yep, and don't even get me started. We got Rosie Rio, the 43rd treasurer of the United States, saying XRP is one of the only legitimate crypto assets with utility today. It got sued by the SEC after they were meeting with the SEC on a weekly basis for several years per David Schwartz, and I showed the video of him saying that. And she is on the board of directors for Ripple. But yeah, we're all just lunatics. Brad Garlinghouse, of course, side by side with the, let's see, the central bank of the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, SAMA, the central bank of, Saudi. We got the central bank of China. SNB is the Swiss National Bank, and here's Brad Garlinghouse side by side. This is Christine Lagarde. You remember her. She was formerly of the International Monetary Fund as well. Of course, the president of the European Central Bank. Can't make this up. So, we're not moon boys. If anything, we're not crazy. We're pretty damn rational when all is said and done. And yeah, I know, but Kevin, XRP's at $1. Okay, if you don't like it, sell it. You're not doing me any favor by holding it. I'm holding it because I see the value. I've done my own research and I'm willing to wait. And I know it's been a long ride. Remember, XRP, a neutral digital asset, bridging between ledgers. All ledgers, guys. Love this. And these are just some of the connections I've seen from the last couple of years. Thank you so much. I'm going to retweet this again. All right. Well, so crypto venture firm Paradigm announces a $2.5 billion fund. The industry's largest. Unbelievable. This tops the $2.2 billion fund announced by Andreessen Horowitz back in June. And Andreessen did invest into the company Ripple. We got the hallway monitor sharing. There are 23 open job positions at the moment to build up the liquidity hub for Ripple. Look at this. New York, we got Iceland. Remember, what was it, that DeFi platform in Iceland? There's also another one. Algorand was the acquisition. Can't believe I remembered that. So New York, San Francisco, Iceland, on and on and on. What else we got? Yep, London. Cool. So yeah, not surprised one bit. You guys can click this and see all the job positions they do in fact have. This is not the sign of a dying company, let me tell you that. This is a company that is expanding for global expansion. And remember, the derivatives, of course, of the DTCC, the gentleman that's in charge of more money than anyone on the planet, which was the Federal Reserve before the Fed. Why was he named chairman of RippleNet years ago? So if you guys want to make more money than 95% of people in the world, you have to become an investor. You can do both of whatever you love, but the point being is this: if you do not have patience, do not become an investor. Kobe, for example, in his entire NBA career, made over $300 million. Years of blood, sweat, and tears. But his mere $6 million investment, thanks to the NBA career, of course, into body armor is now over $800 million. So, yes, I know I saw some comments saying, oh, but us regular people don't have millions of dollars to invest. I don't care. It's ROI. ROI is ROI to me. So, 6 mil to 800 million, that's a better ROI than anything you could have done. This $800 alpha amount right here that Kobe made is twice the amounts than he made throughout years and years of busting his ass in the NBA. So the point being is it starts slow and then happens fast. Be an investor. Even shared by Business Bulls on Instagram, I just wanted to share. An Apple employee makes $120,000 a year, which is nothing now thanks to inflation, but everybody thinks it's a lot. Whereas an Apple investor makes $700K from yearly dividends and earns $3 plus for every single iPhone that is sold on the planet. Talk about working smarter rather than harder. Okay, so don't be the employee, be an investor. Also, guys, Thal Rathar, this is a must follow in the XRP community. I should actually shout this guy out way more than I do. Highly recommend following him. Snippet from the September 2021 World Bank Fast Payments Toolkit, the European Union. Tick-tock XRP. Let's take a look. We can see right here, settle via central bank, the Target 2 accounts, guys, and Target 2 securities. There are trillions of dollars flowing through this, and we can see all of this mentioned right here with the payment processes of liquidity management, the real-time gross settlement engine. Tips with instant payments. We've shown all these connections with XRP in the past. And by the way, the World Bank, they literally praised XRapid, which is today ODL, which uses XRP as a bridge currency back in 2017, before it was even live. Right here, Task Group, they are the main really network provider for Target 2, as you can see. And I know I've shared this, 1,000 times on Twitter as well, but the global settlement system using Ripple, and talking about it right here. And it says at the heart of the European Target 2 and real-time gross settlement systems from the very start. And they're partnered with Ripple. This is from 2015. And you guys can Google Task Group Ripple and pull this document up right now. Ripple's coming. TAS is ready. TAS, so this TAS Network Gateway. And as you can see, Ripple right here with EBIX. You got SwiftNet, remember the architect that is also on the Interledger Foundation, cough cough, and all created by Ripple with ILP, and SIA-Net. And SIA ties into, a variety of assets, but primarily QNT as well as XRP. And this is a huge Italian banking consortium. Also, guys, shared by Ryan Selkis, this is the founder of Masari. I have a massive amount of respect for this guy. The SEC hates token sales. They're bad for investors because they're trying to protect US investors. Let's observe. BNB had a $15 million ICO. Today, over $100 billion. Solana, 25 mil, turns into 72 billion. ADA, Cardano, 80 mil to 68 billion. Bottom line, look at this. We got Polkadot, Luna, AVAX, and Link. And all of these assets are, millions of dollars turning into multi-billion-dollar industries. He goes on to say, ICO's initial coin offerings of the tokens instead of IPOs for stocks have raised $20 to $25 billion in total historically. Those networks are now worth over $1 trillion today. The defense rests, Your Honor. Is the SEC really trying to protect us, or are they just lining their own pocket? I unearthed when Ripple was meeting them on a weekly basis for several years since their inception to make sure everything was in order, all their records are in order, they're doing things by the book to be a compliant company, because yes, they will become, well, they are already really a decacorn. Yes, they're valued at over $10 billion today, by the way. But why on earth would they put that at risk? The SEC could have, came at them right away and said, hey, this is wrong. They waited 5+ years later to come after them. This isn't to protect us. This is a game of politics. I'm just repeating this for anybody that maybe just discovered XRP in the past year. And last but not least, guys, I'm always going to be saving the alpha, the good information at the end of the video for anybody that sticks around and likes the video. But notice we have Michael Burry, if that's how you pronounce his last name, by the way, I forget, of The Big Short, nukes his portfolio. He exits all bearish positions on the market. Does he believe we are about to absolutely explode? Very curious. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. And this is on zerohedge.com, and we will see. And last but not least, guys, we're going to be doing a live stream for all members for our next trade setups. Yes, there are still positions open. You have to click this and scroll all the way down. Be sure to like and sub, and I'll catch you in the next one.